Here's one of the gifts that we received from Stampin' Up! In our little bag, and it's a beautiful mug. Isn't that a nice mug? So everybody got one of these, a logo mug, and then we all got to match. I'm running over here. We all got to match a beautiful tote bag. It's almost like a little carrier bag, canvas bag. You can just kind of sling it over your shoulder. It's pretty good quality too. I find that it's pretty heavyweight, I guess because we're carrying so many things when we're at the convention. So look at the mug, the mug and the tote match. Isn't that great? So it's just one of the many perks of being a demonstrator, getting these little special gifts. And I never throw out any of these gifts. I just I have a closet full of bags. Yes, I love the mug too. So it's just my happy mug in my craft room now. I drink coffee from it. Well, no, I'm not really a coffee drinker. It would be decaf coffee, but I actually drink hot water when I'm crafting. That's a little tip about myself, that I've got a hot water pot in my basement, and I just enjoy it. I drink hot water, I stamp, work on my computer, all of that. Okay, another thing that we do at Stampin' Up! Events is, oh, I told you about the prizes, right? I told you we got a mug, we got a bag. We also got a free stamp set. So this was the stamp set that we got in our check-in bag. This is called Picture Perfect Birthday. So that looks fun. There are a lot of great things coming in that spring catalog. But I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet. But the reason why I'm telling you is not to frustrate you, because you can't buy them now. You need to focus on the extravaganza sale and getting your Christmas shopping done and all of that, getting your Christmas cards done. So if you need anything for that, feel free to shop on my online store. But your reward, once the Christmas season is over, is being able to get one of these new catalogs in your hands and see what's coming up. But we got this stamp set for free. And then there's something called Prize Patrol. And everybody gets like a little, I don't know what the word is, like a little pin that has a number. And so we win prizes. So this was the prize that I won. It's called Magical Day. Can you see kind of the magical figures in this stamp set? And I think Prize Patrols are extra special because when you win a stamp set from Prize Patrol, at least this is my opinion, when you win a stamp set from Prize Patrol, it's like this stamp set, you have to use it. So even though maybe I wouldn't have bought this stamp set out of the catalog, but because I won it, it's like it's meant to be mine and I have to use it. So I thought I would show you already. I've opened it up and used it. So I thought I would show you today what I've created with it. So here is a card that I made using it, and I can't take credit for the design. This was one of the cards that I saw on the display board at the event, and I will post some pictures of the different display boards that are at the event because it's so inspiring. But yeah, you can just take those ideas and recreate them. So I believe this was made by one of the artisan design people that's a demonstrator. Her name, I believe, is Mindy. So look at that, right? Isn't that fun? The unicorn. Look at, so cute. Once you color it in, it's like a totally different image. And then I was thinking about my daughter when I thought about this stamp set. So I thought, why not? I should just do a scrapbook page. Can you see it here? I'll hold it up a bit closer so you can see it. But my daughter, I'm so blessed to have a daughter. But she's definitely not a girly girl. So that's why this stamp set makes me laugh, right? I feel like this image is a very girly girl image, but she's not a girly girl, but she has a personality all her own. So I mean, this cracks me up. These are pictures of when we went to Disney World. So she's got her Donald Duck hat, which she bought specially with her own money, and it's just a very unique hat. So just her face and the hat, it just you know, just makes me love her more. And then here she is. She has a thing for Kylo Ren from Star Wars. He's like evil evil guy. He's like Darth Vader's grandson or something like that. So you can't see, but she's wearing a Kylo Ren hat. And we made sure to visit Kylo Ren when we were in Disney World, and she is the one having the intense conversation with him while the rest of the family looks on in interest. So anyway, that's why I thought the saying was so perfect. You are one of a kind, because she is. She's very special in our family. So that's how I did this scrapbook page. I used the Magical Day stamp set to stamp the Little Mermaid, and I used our watercolor pencils to color that in. And in case you didn't notice, the watercolor pencils are on sale just until the end of the week, so it's kind of fun. Okay, so those are a couple ideas I wanted to show you. I have no idea how we're doing for time here, so I did want to do a little bit of stamping for you. And one of the activities that I participated in was something called a shoebox swap. And what a shoebox swap is everybody kind of brings everything in, I guess, a box. It could be a bag, but anyway, so see, I brought this box down with me, and inside the box I put all the supplies needed to make the little make and take. So we actually did it at the Olive Garden, believe it or not. The Olive Garden let us have dinner there and then stay and stamp. So everybody brought out their stuff, like we had kind of pre-organized ahead of time who was participating. And I thought I would show you my shoebox swap today. So hopefully, I mean, literally, I have not unpacked. So everything should be still in the box. And what I'm using is the Eastern Beauty stamp set. And the thing with a shoebox swap is that you're supposed to prepare as much as you can beforehand, so that it's really meant to be more of a relaxing time and, you know, just visiting with one another, visiting with old friends and that sort of thing. So I have already pre-embossed the layered leaves onto this smoky slate layer. So I already did that ahead of time because bringing the Big Shot to the Olive Garden might not have been necessary and heavy in my suitcase. So I'm using the Eastern Beauty stamp set. I'm just going to stamp the image here onto the Whisper White cardstock. There we go. And then it also has a fun circle image in this stamp set. So it just goes right around like this. We'll ink it up. I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Okay, and then, oh, don't knock over my mug. And then there's this fun, like, confetti little image. So I'm going to use the powder pink. So I'm going to close up my black ink. And we'll use the powder pink ink. Oh, Shelley's saying an awesome idea. Do you mean the shoebox swap idea is an awesome idea? Okay, so I'm going to use the powder pink and just stamp that little confetti there. It's so fun. It just gives a little burst of, wow, let's be friends forever. Really, celebrate. Can you see this, the confetti there? So everything was in the shoebox, so I also had to bring a punch. And this is just a little note. If you ever travel with your stamping supplies, I believe punches belong best in your suitcase, in your checked bag. Because if you have too many of these in your carry-on, it looks a little strange to have these big hunks of metal in your carry-on, because I think I've been stopped before, so learned my lesson there. So there we go. We just punched that out. I've got this. See, I already even pre-banner punched it for them so that it's easy. I pre-cut the smoky slate cardstock, and we'll just use a bone folder just to burnish the fold a bit. There we go. Okay, and we'll need our snail. So I had this all in the shoebox, and then we just kind of sat after dinner and we did each other's cards and passed the boxes around and talked and enjoyed. It was pretty late, I won't lie. We were actually a bit tired, but it just reminded me I really love stamping, because even though I was so tired, I was having such a good time stamping everybody's cards. I should show you the other shoebox swap cards that I received. This is the one that I created to share with everybody. Okay, and then this just goes on top. I had actually wanted to stamp this banner, maybe dress it up, but then the whole idea of a shoebox swap is to keep it pretty manageable, to not get too complicated, because otherwise it takes too long and it's hard to visit and chat with people. Oh, I love it how Shelley's saying it would work awesome for volunteering with seniors. That would be a fun idea, right? Where you kind of prep everything. And then we can just hide this back here. I couldn't help it. This shiny, shimmery, powder pink ribbon gives me great happiness. It's shiny. Shiny things make me happy. Okay, so we'll just stick that like that. I don't know if that's a bit too long. We'll just snip that. And we'll take some dimensionals and pop that on. Thank you, Jan. Jan's saying she thinks it's beautiful. I thought it was beautiful too. And I was actually happy that I designed this card. Sometimes I'm in a rush and I feel like creatively bunked up, but for some reason, I guess I must have been really excited to go to Salt Lake. It just came out. I sat down and stamped, and this is what came out. I think a little bit of pearls is nice, right? To drizzle it up a bit. I don't know where's a good place to put the pearls. So we could put one here, one down here, something like that. So just like that, that's what we did at our shoebox swap. And then I'll quickly show you other things here. Okay, so let me throw this all back in the shoebox. So also at the event, they did training, and it is now burned in my mind. One of the little tips that they had to help us stay organized as demonstrators, some of us are very busy with our business, is they said you should put things away. Don't put it down, put it away, to help keep your space clean and tidy and help you to stay more organized. So I'm trying to put that into practice. Okay. Thanks, Colleen. I'm glad you like the card too. Okay, so in this bag, it's also a bit of a tradition when you have roommates and you're staying together. We give little gifts to our roommates. So I stayed with I stayed with one Team Stick girl and one girl who's been a longtime friend named Linda from Kansas City. So this is my roommate Sylvie made this. Isn't this cute? Being your friend is a real treat. And she put our little test tubes and filled it with little treats inside. And she somehow created this little pocket for the test tube to go. Isn't that awesome? And then she wrote a little note inside. So that was like, it's like a little pillow gift. Okay, and then this is from my friend Constance. I call her Constance, but she's from Germany, and I think her name is much more beautiful when you pronounce it in the German way. And she kept trying to teach me how to do that, but I couldn't figure it out. So I just call her Constance, but I think it's like Constanza or something. But anyway, I call her Constance, and she brought me a little gift. So it's just nice to reunite with friends that we may have met at past events. And I thought that was so beautiful. So what this box is, I don't know if you can tell, but it's our pizza box. But she colored it. She colored it soft sky, probably with our brayer. Isn't that amazing? And then she did the orchid stamp set and used the blender pens. No, not blender pens, sorry, the new Blends markers, I think, to get that beautiful shading. Look at that. And then, okay, so gifts are kind of a big thing. Look at this one that we had a dinner with some of our advisory board alumni sisters. And this was at each place setting. I believe Cindy Bauman made those. Again, using those pizza boxes. My goodness, those pizza boxes. Another little gift from my roommate, Linda, from Kansas. So it's got a little belly band. You open it up. And chocolate. You can see that one is missing because I ate it when I was there. There's a lot of chocolate eating, a lot of eating in general that goes on when I go away. That's just me. Okay, so yes, these are all little gifts. This is my friend Joanne. She actually, not only does she stamp, she actually does pottery as well. So I think she might have made this little bowl that the candies are in. Okay, so and then I was so honored and surprised at the event to discover I was recognized for different things. So for each recognition, when you fall in the top 5, you get a little charm. I don't even know if I had time to look at them all. So this one is for my team leadership of my team. I was ranked 3rd in all of Canada, and you get a little charm. So each one represents a different achievement, and you get a silver charm. So that was so nice. It's nice. Recognition is another part of the event. So I guess that's, I mean, I have so much more to share, but I hope it really gives you a flavor of what we